Welcome back. Now, I don't know if I will continue with part two in this video, mainly because it kind of doesn't fall neatly on. Um, it doesn't fall neatly onto my thing here. You know, for, because right now I'm doing 4 videos a day, and if I end on a 3 and then I start something else, and I'd rather each hour or each set of 4 videos to um, be on the one specific topic. So I've completed 20% of this project. Now we're on to player character part 2. I'm going to assume everything is working all right because it seems to be doing what it's supposed to, I guess. So let's see about part 2. Actually, let's see something here. Make games. I think I should delete that and actually go and let's bookmark this here. We'll put it into make games. Okay. Now let's go to part 2. Now if you spent time developing the player character for your game, you're ready to create a custom script to control its movement. In this tutorial, you will create a new script asset in Unity. Explore the default script that is produced, make a vector which can be used to change the character's position, apply vertical and horizontal movement and rotation to your character, which is kind of weird because I thought you couldn't apply vertical movement because I thought we stopped that. Check your changes work with Unity's physics system. When you finish, John Lennon will be ready to creep around a haunted house. Player character continued. Create your first script. Player movement. Create variables for horizontal and vertical axes. How did you create that variable? Make a vector. Set the values for your variable. Set up the animator component. Create a variable in store to store a reference to the animator component. Get a reference to the animator component. Set up the reference to the animator component. Create rotation for your character. Adjust the turn speed variable. Apply movement and rotation to your character movement. Rotation, change your update method, test your changes, adjust your game view settings. Summary. Okay, so it looks like there's quite a few things to do on this here. What is a script? Create your first script. Explore the default script. And I know a little bit about C#, so I can probably muddle through and understand what's going on. Make a vector. Who knows? I might would have been able to get through this whole thing. I don't know. In 10 minutes, maybe? I don't know. I know I'm kind of wasting time right now, sort of. So, since I do, let's look at a few of the other tutorials that I bookmarked here. So, that's not it. Drawing tutorials. Blender 2.8 knowledge base, which looks like a good resource. It's not a tutorial per se. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. That's alright. You need C# and shader tutorials. Okay, these are like basics tutorials. Create a simple clock. Building. Different layout. Creating a game object. This will actually tell you how to create a game object and everything, so this will be kind of cool. And apparently this is the result. Clock with continuously rotating arms. Actually, maybe this is an actual clock that I can use. Anyways, so yeah, that looks cool. Let's see what else we got here. Building a graph. Create a prefab, instantiate a line of cubes, show a mathematical function, create a custom shader, make the graph move. Huh. I'm not sure if this will be useful to me, but whoops. Not what I meant to do. It's gonna play, let's play it. That's cool looking. I know I'm not really doing that much here. Mathematical service frames per second, object management. Reusing objects, lifecycle, tower defense, flow, mesh basics. Scriptable render pipeline. Rendering. This is quite the set of tutorials. Might have to go through some of these. In any case, let's try this Unity tutorial. Find the world of gaming exciting and creative. Aspire to learn game making. Okay, next page. Introduction. Download. Which I've already done. Create your first project. Knowing the engine. Looks like an earlier version, possibly, but I might be able to use it anyways. I'm not really planning on going through. Okay, sprite in 2D, same sprite in 3D. Okay, so this is interesting, but it's not a it's not a specific like game or something. We need to find how to. We need a basic game, like kind of like what I'm doing, but the one I'm doing right now already has like certain game objects and things. And really, I need a much more basic. You know, how do I create a game object, put it on there? I don't need to do that much advanced things. This is our tutorial for some 2D games. Tower defense game. Okay, so Unity, that's noob toots. How about Unity for beginners? Okay, so this one I am not sure because this guy sells his. Now this is actually a free course, but how to make a game. Let's click this for a quick second. Bomberman tutorial, dropping a bomb, snapping. Huh. Interesting. This might be somewhat useful to me. Yeah. About. And anyways, even though this is just on a web page, I'm not sure if I would be allowed to do that because this guy actually makes money from, I guess, training and stuff. Even though that this is free, like I signed up for an account and everything, and so this is actually a free tutorial. Okay, so basic Unity game tutorial. I don't know, basic game in Unity? I don't know how you say that. Beginner tutorials. This is their own thing. How to make a simple game in Unity 3D, which is when was this uploaded? Instructables. This is actually might be this is a little bit different. Create the player. See, and this is the kind of thing that I need right here. In fact, I should actually go through this, presuming that this works in general similar. See, it says 2 years ago, 1 year ago. This person keeps getting... Make sure there are 3 values, so look at the line. Okay. I change the change player movement speed. Associated script cannot be loaded. I know we'll have to see if I can go through this with you know, with that much problems, because it's going to be somewhat different. I'm sure that this is, if this is 2 years old, if the first comment was 2 years ago, that means it's 2 years old. And so anyways, it looks like we're about done anyways. I apologize for not really doing that much in here. And now I actually have to bookmark this, so at least I made some progress. Done. Okay, so I'll check you later.